Hi guys, so this is video number 4. Today I want to talk about competition prep, dieting, getting ready for a competition, that kind of thing, how you start your prep. Like I've said before, I'm not a professional. I don't do comp prep for anyone else. I don't do my own comp prep, to be honest with you. I have a coach, a training partner that does it for me. But I'm just going to give some rough pointers. I've actually wrote a little list down to keep us on track. So really, when you decide to do a competition, you obviously need to clean your diet up. Previously, on my 5 previous shows that I've done, I've always kind of had a dirty bulk, if you like, eaten what I've liked, and only when it's come 12, 14 weeks out, I've then completely cleaned my diet up, which is actually quite a shock to the body, both physically and mentally, and emotionally. I found it really hard the first few times, adjusting to being able to eat the kind of things that I liked, to going to a completely clean diet with no chocolate, no crisps, no bad stuff, basically. So this time round, I cleaned my diet up about 3, maybe 4 months before I actually started my comp prep. I'm now 16 weeks out. So for the last few months, I've been regularly maintaining a clean diet, making sure that I've started off with oats, eggs, then going on a couple of hours later to clean food like carbs, such as brown rice, whole wheat pasta, and then good proteins, normally chicken, that kind of thing. Obviously, post-training, it's been protein shakes, before bed protein shakes, but I haven't completely limited it to just that. If I've wanted milk in my coffee, I've had milk in my coffee. If I've wanted an odd biscuit, I've had an odd biscuit, but it's not been to the extreme, and it's not been big meals of burgers and stuff. So when it came time to start my competition prep, like I said, I started about 4 or 5 weeks ago. It wasn't a shock to my body, and like I said in my previous video, it's actually been fairly easy this time round. A few tips to help you stay on track is prepare your meals beforehand. Failure to prepare is preparing to fail, basically. So what I tend to do is I tend to buy chicken in bulk. I buy it in 5 kilo packs. Out of a 5 kilo pack, I get about 33 once I've cut down my portion sizes into the portion sizes I have. I usually get between 32 and 33 meals worth of chicken. I tend to cook it all in one go, freeze it in lots of 3, because I'll have 3 meals in a day of chicken, put it in the freezer, and then I'll take out 2, sometimes 3 days worth, so I'll take out 6 to 9 chicken breasts at a time, and then I'll do a bulk cooking, so I'll do, if I'm taking out 6 meals, I'll do 4 rice, 2 sweet potato. If I'm taking out 9 meals, I'll do 6 rice and 3 sweet potato, and do all my vegetables, let them cool, put them in the fridge, and then, you know, when it comes time to eat, you've got a good meal, healthy meal there. You can just grab and go, and you're not scrambling for food thinking, crap, I've got 10 minutes till I'm due to eat and I've got nothing cooked. But also being prepared for any eventualities. I've recently made sure in my cupboard I have the pre-cooked packet brown rice. It isn't the best. I'm not going to admit that it is the best, but if an exceptional circumstance came along where I found myself without food, I know I've got tins of tuna in my cupboard. I've got, which in spring water obviously, I've got microwave brown rice in my cupboard, and I also have microwave steam fresh green veg in my freezer. Also, like for instance, I have peanut butter throughout the day. The other day I ran out of peanut butter. I had actually ordered more, but the delivery never came. But as a backup, I've always got almonds in my cupboard. So just kind of think ahead and just make sure that you've got backups. Also, I found as well, people tend to fail on their prep when they don't plan ahead. For instance, I had a wedding to go to a few weeks ago, my cousin's wedding. I was a bit concerned. Even though at the time I was like 19, 20 weeks out from my competition, I was still on prep diet. If I was closer to diet, about, you know, less than 10 weeks, I would probably have gone, but I wouldn't have I would have like taken my meals and replaced the wedding meal with my Tupperware boxes and my food. But knowing I was going to the wedding and I was, like I said, 20 weeks out, I thought ahead. I bought a mini fridge off eBay because the hotel we were staying in did not have a fridge. I have a 6-pack cooler bag, but any cool bag is good enough. I thought ahead and thought, how many days am I going for? I planned enough for, it was only a 3-hour drive, but I still took a meal to travel down with. I took enough meals for 2 for the morning of the wedding. I took my oats with me, I took an apple with me, I took little baggies of almonds that I actually put in my bag for the wedding so I didn't go hungry. I took a protein bar with me because I didn't want to get to any point of the wedding and go more than 2-3 hours without actually eating, because I find that's really bad. It's not good for your digestion, it's not good for your diet. You need to keep eating every 2 to 3 hours to keep your metabolism going. So yeah, I went to the wedding and I had a couple of protein bars in my bag. I had a couple of little packs of almonds in there that were already weighed out. So the morning of the wedding, I stuck to my diet. I had my eggs, I had my porridge, I had my first meal, and then we went to the wedding. The food was Lebanese, so it actually wasn't that bad. It was shish kebabs, it was chicken on kebabs, it was really nice. But as soon as the wedding was finished and I got home, I still had my protein shake. So at home, I got to the hotel, and the following morning I went back on my diet. I took enough food to see me back home. So when you have an event coming up, don't think diet can just go to pot. Don't think I can't go because of this. Don't think, well, I'm just going to let loose and just eat what I want. There are ways and means around it. Just make sure that that you always plan ahead, and just think to yourself that consistency is the key. You've got to make sure that you keep up with your cardio. You've got to make sure that you keep up with your weight training sessions. You've got to make sure that you keep up with your diet. If you let one thing slip, whether it be your cardio, whether it be your diet, whether it be your weight training, you're not going to come in show ready. It's like a perfect storm. All 3 things need to be in order. All 3 things need to be carried out 100%, or just basically don't bother. It sounds harsh, but people have found through experience where they've thought they can get away with eating crap and training extra hard in the gym. It doesn't work like that. I just don't understand why you want to eat crap and hopefully you come in right. So at the end of the day, consistency is key. I'll reiterate, do your cardio. At the moment I'm only doing 40 minutes a day. It possibly will increase, but I've started my cardio out far enough out that I'm hoping I can do minimal cardio and manipulate my diet and carry on with my heavy weight training so that I don't ever have to go above an hour and a half of cardio closer to competition time. So with that in mind, guys, if you're getting ready for a competition, my top tips are clean up your diet before your prep's going to start, so it's not so much of a shock to your body. Prepare your meals well in advance. Make sure if you've got any events coming up, whether it be weddings, whether it be stag do, hen do, birthdays, whatever, plan around it. Make sure you take your food with you. Don't just let your diet go to pot. There are ways and means around it. Consistency is key. Get all those things right and you're guaranteed a really good prep and a good showing on the day. So for all those that are prepping, good luck. If you have any questions or you want to ask anything, I will either answer or my coach Scott will answer. Until next time, ciao!